Mariners welcoming in a new face to the roster, Turner Ripplinger, coming over after spending a couple of years in the UK, across the pond, as they say. Turner, kind enough to give us a couple of minutes here. Nice to meet you, Turner. How you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thanks for being here. And for those fans that are unfamiliar with you, which I imagine is most of them, if you could just give a quick intro on your background and kind of your career leading up to this point.
Yeah, Turner Ripplinger. I'm from Regina, Canada. I guess you could say this is probably my third and a half year going into pro here. So, um, I've spent the last couple years in England, which is kind of the opposite of what guys usually do. They usually start in North America, then head over there. But you know what? I'm excited to be back in North America and be familiar with the culture, and I'm excited for this year coming up.
Yeah, well, Saskatchewan, I should say, is a hockey hotbed. Of course, our first ever head coach, Riley Armstrong, hails from there. So I imagine for you growing up, was it just skates coming straight out of the womb, or what was it like?
Yeah, absolutely. My family has heavy ties to the game. I mean, I'm in Moose Jaw right now, as you can see the logo, and yeah, I grew up playing hockey, golf, baseball, and baseball. I mean, yeah, I've always been around hockey, and I know a ton of hockey people in the game, and yeah.
And so, as far as signing with the Mariners now, what was it that drew you to Maine?
You know what? I know Riley Armstrong quite well. His dad's actually here in Moose Jaw right now. So I've heard nothing but great things about the city and the town and the organization. So I felt like it was a no-brainer to sign with the Mariners.
As we've mentioned, you spent the last 2+ seasons over in the UK. How have you found the hockey over there?
Yeah, it's good. It's a lot better than what people think it is. Like when you say you're playing in the UK, I mean, there's tons of North American guys over there. So, I mean, it was a great time. I loved the town I played in, and I loved the organization. But I just felt like it was time for me to move on from there and getting a new place. And yeah,
And looking at your resume, played a lot. You played in a lot of different junior leagues, and then you went over to Canadian college. And as you said, you kind of did things a little backwards. You went to Europe. So that being said, this will be your first look at the ECHL. I'm sure you have plenty of friends that have played in this league. So what do you expect in your first kind of a dive into the ECHL?
yeah. Well, the smaller ice is different for sure. So I feel like it's going to be a lot more physical and almost like more intimate. Like you're getting banged up every shift, and I mean it's a different style of hockey from the European hockey, right? So yeah.
And last question, how would you describe your style of play? What kind of player should Mariners fans expect you to be?
You know what? I'm a good two-way player. I can chip in offensively. Good defensive forward as well. I mean, I'm not scared to get in the mix either. So, I mean, for me as a player, I feel that's how I got to play to be successful. So I think you expect that from me.
All right, Turner. Well, thanks again for making some time to talk to us. Looking forward to seeing you here in training camp very, very soon.
Yeah, thanks, Michael.